Okay, so now we're gonna be reacting to when an animation scammer gets exposed. Yo, what did Brody from Yo Mama do? Almost everybody liked this guy in his jokes. I used to watch that when I was like in third grade. But it amazed me very well. I guess we will find out on Fox on Kibo, I guess. Back to controversy videos, I guess. Beats me.
In recent weeks, the reputation of a once beloved animation channel here on YouTube has been permanently ruined. Once upon a time, it was a source of laughter, but now it's a laughingstock, and there's no going back. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at how Yo Mama fell from grace. I mean, literally. The channel we'll be looking into today is Yo Mama. Now let me clarify that it brings me no joy to make this video. When I was 12 or 13, I used to watch Yo Mama quite a lot. But given this drama's virality and the sheer amount of content there is to cover, including articles, video response—
Yo, what is with these troublemakers causing a lot of chaos in the big 2026? Seriously. No wonder why Glider Guy has to explain all of this shit before he gets terminated in the next few months. Which is sad.
And documents, this needs to be done. Before we start though, I don't want to interrupt halfway through and ask then, so I'll just ask it now. If at any point you find yourself enjoying this video, please don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would absolutely love it to get to 250,000 subscribers, and as an independent content creator, your support means just that little bit more. So with that—
And it's a good thing my career is definitely fixed because I changed my ways and I'm becoming a better person. And not to do these perverted actions on YouTube at all. Not any platforms that these minors can click and access. Yeah.
Said, sit back, relax, and let me go over this animation atrocity. Let me very quickly start by discussing who Yo Mama is, in case there's anyone watching this that doesn't know them. The channel was a simple one. They literally just animated Yo Mama jokes. That's all they did, that's all people wanted, that's all they needed to do. Find the best Yo Mama jokes, tell them, and animate a video showing it off. By all accounts, this channel was extremely successful. Credit where credit's due. Its most popular video has over 100 million views. The channel has 5 million subscribers and also has a grand total of 1.5 billion views overall. And that's just on YouTube alone. That's not to take into account any views garnered on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, or anywhere else on the internet.
Oh yeah, those platforms I use, you know, to publish shorts just to get a lack the attention. Yeah, I did the same thing. And some of these platforms that I use were shoot up a little bit, especially TikTok. I think TikTok and YouTube was the only way that I got exploded. Especially TikTok. Even though I don't use TikTok this much, but still, that is so amazing, bro.
Even go as far as to say that Yo Mama was one of the most recognizable channels of the early 2010s.
Like I said, my ex-girlfriend, make these jokes. She was the prankster and comedian and, you know, yeah.
And while it's very obvious to see that, at least in the current day, the hype around it has certainly died down, that doesn't mean that at least at a point in time, Yo Mama was a very successful channel. But if you've been as terminally online as I've been over the past couple of weeks, especially on Twitter, then you might have come across some tweets, videos, and threads that have soured the legacy of this animation giant. It's 2026, guys, you know the drill. This is yet another animator that's been done for promoting a meme coin.
Another Bitcoin dealer? Come on. Like I said, it's a good thing I don't use Bitcoin. I use PayPal instead. My mom, recommended me to use it, so, yeah. Glad I'm in, the right track in my life.
On the 31st of January 2026, the Brody Fox Twitter account would release a statement that would change everything. Titled, "Hot Take, Meme Coins Might Work." Now before we judge, let's remember to look into all of this, because as Brody says, "Look at the comments and see how many normies are angry at me. Most of them haven't read what I'm about to say." Which, to be honest, might be a slightly underhanded, manipulative way to try and brush off all criticism as ill-informed. So I'm going to play his game.
I guess the troublemakers in GoAnime and Beyond community wasn't the only one who milks a lot of chaos and drama, like these motherfuckers did to me. Even though it's from the past, but glad I'm doing fine now, since I learned my lesson.
Let's reserve our judgment until after we hear each point that he makes. And we'll be hearing a lot because he's written the works of Shakespeare trying to defend himself. Almost 3,000 words in total. So I'm not going to read the entire thing.
Damn, sounds like Austin the Superior Beyonder 2021, huh? He used a long ass paragraphs on his community post, debunking the allegations that he did not groom Gabe the Slacker in the private Discord that it's got leaked. Yeah, this is just why everyone, including me, exposed the living fuck out of this guy. This guy is beyond cooked, a few months back.
Verbatim, but I will walk you through what he said. He starts off with some pleasantries before introducing himself as Zach James. This is an important name to remember, because while there are many people associated with the Yo Mama brand, the meme coin is entirely on Zach. For reference, he's one of the co-founders of the brand, and the fact that it's specifically him and not everyone else associated with the brand is important for later. He starts off by arguing that in the past he's been a visionary. He was early to the YouTube game and had ideas that would later come true, such as content houses and the abolition of MCNs. Personally, I don't think this logic tracks. If anyone here is well versed in logical fallacies, please let me know which one it is down in the comments, because this is definitely one of them, I feel. Just because you're savvy in content does not mean you're savvy in crypto. On top of that, for the sake of argument, let's give Zach his flowers and say that he was a visionary in the creator space. Well, so were many other people. There are many channels on YouTube that were more successful than Yo Mama, that were successful for longer than Yo Mama, and that changed the game more than Yo Mama did. Just because you had historical success in a completely unrelated field.
I mean, he's not talking about our mothers. He's talking about the user named Yo Mama that is made by Brody Fox, so yeah, there's that. But I'm still neutral to Yo Mama, but he was doing it on Bitcoin was kinda, scummy behavior, He's a part of, my nostalgic memories when I was a kid of growing up.
Does not mean that you'll have any future success in this one. He then explains how he got into crypto and NFTs, wanting to learn more about the subject while most people turned away from it. He said he first attended an NFT event to see what kind of people turned up, expecting it to be wannabe alpha males in a demeasuring contest, but was wrong. This I don't believe. At the very least, I think that he's leaving something out. I don't think that you spend time and money to go to a convention just so you can see the types of people that go there. Maybe that was one of the reasons, but I think that the real reason someone goes to an NFT event is because they're interested in NFTs. I also love that at several points he brings up that women are into the NFT space too, as if it's like, wow, women can't be scammers, women can't be grifters. I'm a guy, so critique me in the comments if you want, but I don't feel as though women being into NFTs and crypto scams is empowering, in the same way that I don't think women serial killers or dictators are empowering.
Serial killing is such a male-dominated field. What a serious blow to that glass ceiling.
Just because women are a part of the NFT space does not make it necessarily good. Is there some sort of glass ceiling in the NFT world? Are women only allowed to hold 83% of the NFTs compared to men? What is even going on right now?
What the hell does this have to do with anything? Tell me what's happening!
I think him trying to shoehorn this message of diversity and inclusion into a text of why he's trying to scam people is just very funny. Whatever the case, he continues by revealing that Yo Mama meme coins had been made in the past without his consent, and he didn't like it because it could damage reputations. Which is very interesting given the subject.
Yeah, thank God I didn't do that shit. And never will.
Of this video. Then he claims that in early 2025 he was offered $300,000 to launch his own. Keep in mind this amount of money. From what I found, the average yearly wage in the USA.
Yeah, it's just like Bossman Jack. That some of you, my fans, saw it on the Exploding Apple. That he scams people just to like continue gambling just to beg for money so he can keep on gambling to win big money, but he always loses, so don't fall for his manipulation, guys. I would not. I would rather, play these games that you can just receive money, but it's not like the casinos.
Is $60,000. He was offered 5 years, just shy of 5 years, the average annual wage to promote a crypto coin. The next time a content creator comes out with their big idea for a crypto coin, keep that number in mind. Some of them are being offered years' worth of salary. He claimed that up to a week prior, he would have said no to a meme coin. He then shows another example of a Yo Mama coin that was made, and stated that in recent weeks, creators had been offered trading fees for coins already made using their brand and image. You're told there's no strings attached, no requirements to promote the coin, it's presented as a simple thank you. He then writes more about the situation. My Sol wallet was connected to the coin to collect future trading fees. I left the tab open, came back, and saw thousands of dollars suddenly pouring in. The coin suddenly had new life and reached an all-time high. In an effort to create transparency with my followers, my new tweet caused the coin to crash. Crypto bros were replying with hate and anger. Some even posted threats that they would track me down. Then, in an effort to show support for Yo Mama coin, my next tweet caused some fans to call me a scammer, sellout, and grifter. The "my goat is washed" meme is now baked into my brain. I found myself in a weird situation. I can never escape pissing people off. Those two tweets led to a sudden surge in trading fees, which generated my potential monthly revenue within hours. This effect caught me off guard and doubt what I was doing. I had to pause myself and figure out how I'm going to handle this in a way that felt true to me. He then goes on to write that he's taken over the project, so he has control of it. He's apparently hired a friend with some experience, he's committing 5% of trading fees to buybacks, and he's going to find more organic ways to push Yo Mama coin. So now we've read it, we can respond.
Oh boy, there's a backlash. Oof.
What do you want me to say? Time might prove me wrong, but to Zach, it seems like right now you have torpedoed your entire reputation just for a quick buck. Let me be completely transparent with you guys, okay? Over the past couple of years, I've made a few investments myself, but hearing the horror stories of NFT and crypto coins, I have personally steered clear. So I wanted to speak to someone that I knew had a lot of experience. I spoke to a close associate of mine that's been trading meme coins for a while now, and I asked him what the deal is. He said,
"Hey, hoping you're doing well, mate. I'm making a video discussing meme coins and I remember that you trade them. As someone with knowledge on them, what percentage crashed to zero and what percentage would you say are outright scams? Hey man, I confidently say 90% of them would crash to zero after a period of time. Meme coins aren't really made to become stable. It's all a race on who can buy the lowest and sell the highest. And in terms of scams, you could say 100% of them are scams. But in terms of rug pulling etc, probably 95%. It's extremely rare to find a coin that was originally made for the developer to not scam people. Most meme coins that actually make it out the trenches have already been rug pulled within the first couple minutes and then brought back into by the community. Well, that was unexpected. That is just unexpected.
That 90% of them are going to crash to zero after some time, and that probably about 95% of them are rug pulls, saying that it's just a race of who can buy the lowest and sell the highest. Just based on that alone, things look bleak. And furthermore, based on the fact that the coin immediately crashed and shows no sign of resurgence, things look even worse.
Oh, those points for the USD look so poor. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that.
Zach says, I can never escape pissing people off. This is just a hunch, I have no clue, but it could be because you're pushing a product in a field that is known for manipulations and scams. How could you be trying to play the victim? According to his version of events, he's seen that Yo Mama Coin is being pushed by grifters, and he's decided to stand with the grifters.
We're saved! What's your name, new hero?
It's Titan.
Thank you. Thank you! Titan has freed us!
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.
Oh!
So let's see how this has been received.
Boy,
I think
was big. That is big.
We should read the comments.
Yes, scam your OnlyFans left, I stan. Yo Mama so stupid, she thought meme coins would
even
work.
Plainrock 1,
King
2,
gross, just a bunch of two-faced, long-winded gibberish to say, yes, I sold out. I mean, I can't lie guys, this tweet was not taken well. Over the past couple of years, content creators have been coming out of the woodwork, leveraging their audiences and taking big paychecks to promote crypto coins. And maybe you guys could enlighten me down below if you know a single one instance of a creator-pushed crypto coin that was able to hold its ground and make people money for a year, for 6 months, for maybe even 3 months. But every single one I know about, within about 2 weeks of it coming out, just goes and flatlines. How many times do we have to tell these people that if you promote a crypto coin, you're going to get some flack?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
If you guys watch my video on PokerTubers getting exposed, which I'll link down below in the description in case you want to check it out,
I don't think I watched it yet,
about Logan Paul's latest scam.
I'll do it
Long
in
story
the next
short,
stream
he got a bunch of people to invest in his rare Pokemon cards, then used a loophole to buy it back from them on the cheap, and then sold it for a huge profit. Well, I'll say the same thing I said there again. Why do this? Ladies and gentlemen, here's an insider secret. 1.5 billion channel views is going to make you wealthy. Zach has gone out on Twitter in the past to brag about the money he's made. Tens of thousands of dollars if he's being earnest. You've made your back. Why risk ruining your reputation to squeeze water out of this stone? Do you guys have an answer at home? Because for me, I just can't wrap my head around it. It doesn't compute. I mean, I get it, alright? Make your back. I'm not going to criticize someone for making money in an honest way. But over the past couple of years, there have been some fairly clear signs that Zach is using the Yo Mama brand to line his pockets as full as they can be. Take a look at the channel today, and it is literally just made up of daily compilations of its old work. According to Zach, he does this because of some sort of contract that he can't fully disclose. You can give him the benefit of the doubt if you want, but to me, This is suspicious. I have no idea what legal framework you've fallen into so that you're contractually obliged by someone to make 30-minute compilations of Yo Mama content for years on end, alright? How ridiculous does that sound? And also, you're legally silenced from talking about why? I mean, what have you found yourself in? Who is forcing you to make these 30-minute compilations of reused, recycled Yo Mama skits from 15 years ago? What is this story you're telling us? I mean, fair play. If you can somehow shed some light on it, fair dues. I just think it's a little bit far-fetched. I don't know about you.
Sorry, Chad.
This sounds ridiculous.
My eye is
I think a
bothering me
much
a little bit.
simpler answer is that he's maximizing his revenue. And I also think it's interesting because if that is the case, he does know that it's perhaps a little bit morally wrong because he's lying about it, okay? From what I'm aware of, they've not made new Yo Mama content for quite a long time now. In fact, a quick trip to the comments will tell you that these are all old videos. This entire situation is making the brand be seen in a different light, and it appears as though even people that know Zack aren't supporting him, with a close associate of his recently making it known.
Cutting ties. Ugh.
Things have been getting so bad recently that on the 17th of February, Brock Baker, who voices several characters on the show, came out to make a video trying to distance himself from Zack. This video has been seen by millions, only blowing this drama up even further, and it's now being picked up by several different news outlets.
If that happened over this drama of the lies that I didn't mean to do shit like this, I would have been trapped in this house even longer. That would have been hell. I've been through hell long enough, so I have no choice to, you know, work even harder. Because I have none of the jobs that I'm interested in, you know, my own town. Yeah, I have no choice.
As we speak. This clip isn't too long, so I'll play the entire thing for you. In Brock's own words, this is what he had to say about the situation.
Hi, my name is Brock Baker, and I am Brody Fox, the Yo Mama guy. I'm the voice actor for Brody Fox and Frank the Cap and a ton of other characters from the Yo Mama channel. But I don't run the Twitter. I don't run the YouTube channel. I have nothing to do with any of the Yo Mama or Brody Fox social media. I'm not involved in anything crypto or meme coin or Web3. I could not be any less interested in any of that. Okay? That's all Zack James, the co-creator of the Yo Mama brand. He does often make it clear that it's him running all the social media and not me. I'm rarely on Twitter, as you can tell by me still calling it Twitter. The last thing I want to do with my time is get in flame wars all day, every day. Just thinking about that exhausts me. I wish this video was horizontal so I could lie down. I just want to make silly videos and do voices for cartoons and video games and make people laugh. It's becoming less and less likely that the Yo Mama cartoons are ever coming back, especially since the band broke up. But sometimes I'll throw on a pink polo and scream user-submitted Yo Mama jokes to the people that grew up with the Yo Mama cartoons. That's all. Just wanted to clear the air.
People in the replies seem to be very relieved. There is a stark contrast in response between this video and the replies to Zack. Now I take it that perhaps in response between this video and the replies to Zack. Now I take it that perhaps he's been receiving some hate messages with people thinking that he's the one behind the account, and this is just him clearing his name, but I also think it's quite funny how evident it is that he thinks this is dodgy. And he's definitely not the only one. A former animator of Brody's, known as Red Minus, has also been a vocal critic in recent times. In one comment, he mentioned that many people that used to work on the channel intentionally distanced themselves years ago. Could that be what Brock is doing? This is all highly speculative. I don't know Red Minus's relationship with Zack. There could be a number of reasons why he's trying to get him in trouble. Perhaps he has some sort of a vendetta against Zack, or he wants revenge for some reason. But this comment and what Brock had to say do line up, which I thought was curious. Red Minus has been active on Twitter retweeting posts critical of Brody, so there's definitely a rift there. But Red Minus isn't the only one with a bone to pick with Zack. It's time to discuss another creator who's been making their presence known in this situation, Chazington.
Silencing their critics. Oh boy.
Remember back to when Zack stated that initially he tweeted about the Yo Mama meme coin and that caused it to crash? Well, after publicly pledging his support, he was called out by a lot of people, one of which was Chazington. If you can remember back to my video on FNAF controversies, then you might remember the name, because he made a video on Puggo's Blush, which I heavily relied on as a source when discussing him. Well, Chazington replied to Zack's tweet, stating, "So somebody basically scammed people who knew your channel with characters they stole from you, and you only didn't try to stop them because they bribed you. You can't have the moral high ground while also supporting this, LOL. It's either okay or it's not." In response, the two had a little back and forth, which appears to have now been deleted, and it appears as though Zack took the "if you can't beat them, join them" approach, to which Chazington has criticised. Essentially, Chazington's coming from the position that Zack is simultaneously trying to throw crypto bros under the bus and say that they're usually awful people, whilst also being one himself. That by pushing a crypto coin, he is what he claims to despise. Saying, "You're trying to morally condemn even though you're participating in it now." He also makes the point that Zack is trading in the goodwill that—
Hey, can we get like 2,200 subscribers, please? In this stream, please? If we can do it, you guys are awesome.
he's developed over the years. In truth, he did generally have a good reputation. In the past, he's always tried to come across as a voice of equality, inclusion, and respect. Was this all just one massive facade? Was this yet another grift to make his audience trust him? How can we trust him again? Well, following this backlash, perhaps the mask finally slipped. Because it appears as though Zack didn't want to hear any critique from Chazington. According to these tweets, he'd DM him saying that he'd processed the feedback, and a few days later, blocked. I really don't see how this is dealing with your critiques as much as it is sweeping them under the rug. I don't understand how plugging your ears and saying la la la, not listening, is helping the situation whatsoever. But if Chazington's telling the truth, then he was blocked, and if that's how Zack wants to play things, then I think it's fair to let the world know that this is what's happening. If you're going to promote a crypto coin, backlash is inevitable. You have to understand that. And also, I feel as though if this wasn't—
Yeah, I kind of agree. Backlash is inedible. Inedible means it tastes like shit, as for the example. If people were terrible at cooking and make it taste great, but instead it's bad. I'm just giving you guys the example, chat.
A scam, if somehow he was doing this for a good cause, then he would have no reason to block Chazington. Look, I don't know Zack. I don't know who he is in the deepest, darkest depths of his soul. I hope that he's not as bad as the person that's been portrayed in this video. Because, as I said, I was a fan of his work many moons ago. With all of this coming out, it diminishes a previously joyful childhood memory of mine. If DMs can be believed, he's been proven to lie about this situation. And based on his response to it, not everything's adding up. He's definitely withholding some information from us. Is this the end of the situation? I'm really not too sure, but let me know your thoughts on it down in the comment section below. And if you're interested in seeing more content of mine, if you like these more intimate, focused stories, then why not check out—
Okay, so this one's almost— sorry guys. This one is also done.